for you whenever you arrive. Tell me what you're drinking, we can go pour one. Tell me what you're thinking, we can have some more fun. I know that you said you don't think of me.
All right, it is October 21st, Saturday, 7:53 a.m. in the morning. And if it looks different, that's because Lisa is in Paris. And do not fret, though. I have someone to replace my sister, Lisa, someone who is like a brother to me. He's the male freshman of the year, 3-time all-conference ODAC. He's hit over 300 in all 4 years of his college career. And he's an international icon, rivaling only that of Shohei Ohtani. He led his team in the Czech Republic in hits, home runs, doubles, average, on-base percentage, and OPS. And he proposed to his girlfriend in Venice this summer, making it impossible for any of his friends to one-up him. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the one and only Brett Lindsay. Brett Lindsay, how you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Excited to be here. And I did play 5 years of college, though. I know
That
you
is
can't
true.
cut
I'm
high,
tripping.
but
I'm tripping. I forgot about the COVID. Yeah, I forgot about the
man,
COVID.
love the Venice fact that you threw in there. Venice was crazy.
Yeah.
Pasta,
Is that the hardest thing you did out of all of those things, or is that the easiest?
I think the hardest thing was not dropping the ring in the water. That was probably the hardest. So yeah.
Yeah, you're tripping. There's a lot of water out in Venice, bro.
Hey, man, that's what they say.
I told you when you did it, though, you won up to all your friends. Like, I can't beat that proproposal now. You can never tell my future wife how you proposed to your girlfriend or now fiance.
Alpha male move for sure.
Yeah, it's messed up, dude. Did you watch? I know you were working and busy coaching the other kids now, but did you watch all the games or some of the games? I know there was some pretty sweet games that just happened.
Yeah, I watched as much as I could. I just with the time and stuff, I was able to actually catch more of the Phillies Diamondbacks series. It sounds bad, but I've only watched one Houston Rangers game all the way through, and I think it was game 1. I want to say, but I get up in the morning, YouTube's giving me fantastic 15-minute game recaps. So
yeah,
I'm checking out that way. My Yankees had a bad year this year, so I'm having to invest in a new team. Playoffs, so try to stay as locked in as possible.
Who's your team?
Yankees, man. Yeah.
No, but like you said new team in the playoffs.
Oh, dude, I'm ripping Rangers, man. Rangers in 7. You saw my picks. You guys watching the show, all the millions watching this.
True.
I saw Rangers in 7.
I was gonna say you probably haven't watched the Astros series because, like, as a Yankee fan, you might be a little scarred.
It's tough.
It's especially tough with what Altuve. You see what Altuve did last night.
Altuve
flashbacks.
Altuve is that man. I mean, yeah, got another 3-run home run to put his club up by 1 in the 9th. It's unreal. I mean, yeah, definitely flashbacks. The only thing different is Chapman wasn't on the mound.
He pitched the inning before.
Yeah, he pitched the inning before. So, yeah, crazy. It's unreal, man.
Well, I guess we can jump into it. I know my sister and I last episode talked about games 1 and game 2. So we'll just talk about the rest of them that happened, right? So I know Astros, Rangers. My sister had Texas in 6. That's out the window. Texas can still win, but Texas in 6 is out the window. You had Rangers in 7, and that's possible. They got to win 2.
I still got them.
They got to win 2 in Minute Maid, and they've done that already, so they can do it again, right?
Not worried about it.
Can they do it twice? I don't know.
They can do it twice.
Well, for you, I bet you would. You hope they can do it twice.
I'm not even worried.
I had Houston in 6. So my pick.
So your pick's right on. You just need Houston. You need Houston to win in Minute Maid, which is
it's very possible.
Yeah,
very
that's what I'm saying. Of course.
I think 7 games might happen though. I seriously do, especially with the Dolan Garcia coming back, hurt, like mad, not hurt, but mad. He's butt hurt. That's what he is.
Yeah, bro. That benches clearing last night was crazy. I mean, what's your take on that, Ant? What you got?
We'll get into that. Let's rip the first 2 games, and then we'll hit that monster game last night because that was like.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think that was probably the best game of the playoffs so far. But how we got there was game 3. We're going into Texas, and Houston was down in the series 2-0. I don't think anyone ever counted that team out because they're like an October machine. They always find a way to do what they have to do. But I remember talking to my sister. I was like, if they want to get back in the series, they need Altuve, Bregman, and Kyle Tucker to get hot because it's only Yordan Alvarez who is hitting. Which was like, okay. I mean, he's good.
Tucker had 2 hits last night, so
exactly. He got hot. They got hot, and that's why they're tied back in the. Or actually, that's why they are leading the series. So the Astros ended up winning Game 3, 8-5. There was a wild pitch and a couple base hits that gave them a 3-0 lead early. A couple sweet defensive plays by Brantley and Lealdis Taveras. I don't know if you saw that. He robbed a home run off of Jordan.
I did in the recap.
And Jordan's numbers are already crazy, and he's getting home runs robbed off him. So imagine what his numbers would be if Lealdis Taveras wasn't just stealing home runs from him.
I mean, I think the fence was. I think the dead center was 420. You probably hit that ball 421. I mean,
I don't think I've hit a ball over 350 my entire life. And this guy's hitting it 100 feet further. But Josh Young hits 2 bombs in that game. Again, Alvarez stays hot. He ended up having 2 RBIs in Game 3. Scherzer went crazy, 5 innings pitched, but he also had 5 earned runs, so it's crazy the other way. Scherzer he's pulling the Kershaw in the playoffs. And then Javier threw 5.2 for the Astros. And he got a scoreless inning streak going into that game. And he ended up giving up 2 runs that game. But that was Game 3. 8-5 Astros. It was a pretty decent game. I think the Rangers tied it at one point perhaps and then tried to chip away, and the Astros just kept scoring. It's hard to win. Yeah. It's hard to win when you let the Astros score 8 runs. I don't know what your take on that is, but you got to score.
I think
9.
if any team scores 8 runs, it's going to be pretty hard to win.
Yeah, and then Game 4 was even harder for the Rangers because the Astros scored 10 runs, and it was just a bully beatdown. The Astros won 10-3. They put up 3 runs in the first. Bregman actually woke up and had a 2 RBI game. He had a triple. Alvarez just hits an RBI every game because he's the man. The Rangers battled back and made it 3-3, but then Adolis Garcia hit a home run to do that. Josh Young hit a sac fly. Corey Seager hit a bomb. So the Rangers were clicking. Then Alvarez and Abreu had the answer the next half inning. Alvarez hit a sac fly. Then right after that, Jose Abreu sent one to the moon over in Dallas.
Yep.
And 3-run bomb. So that was that game. It was a bully beatdown. So now the series is 2-2 going into last night, right? And this was the game that, all right, 2-2, the Astros are back. The Rangers, scuffling, but they're still at home. Last night's game was unreal.
Unreal.
I know it was Montgomery versus Verlander.
Yep.
And Montgomery. Me and my sister were talking about it.
I did. Me and my dad both said when they traded Montgomery, I didn't think it was a good move.
Yeah.
I mean, we traded. The Yankees didn't want Montgomery to throw his fastball, and then the Rangers were like, "Hey, you're gonna throw your fastball," and now he's doing with sub-3 ERA in the playoffs, and we're just sitting here as Yankees fans, dude, what?
Watching on the couch.
But yeah, I loved Montgomery. I loved him, and the guy we traded for, got Bader for. Now we let him go with 20 games left of last season. So just what decisions what thought process went into that?
As a Yankees fan, bro, you got to understand Brian Cashman's not playing checkers. He's playing chess. He's levels above you guys.
He's playing something in his head, and I don't think chess or checkers. I think
he's playing. How do I spend the most money and not do anything with it?
He's playing. Let's get Josh Donaldson in the lineup for.
Yeah, what's up with that, bro? We can talk about that later, but what is up with that, dude?
It makes me literally want to jump off a cliff.
So Game 5, you got Montgomery, the former Yankee, the stud pitcher. If I was a team, I'd never trade him. That's Jordan Montgomery. And then you got Justin Verlander, the old man, age 40, married to a super hot model wife, right? It's like Ali Frazier, but 2, right? Montgomery and Verlander pitched against each other in Game 1, and Montgomery won that game. Verlander pitched good, but he gave up 2 earned runs. Montgomery gave up none, so he got the dub in that one. But second time around, a little bit more of the same. Montgomery this time's the one to crack. He gives up a first inning bomb to who else but Alex Bregman. So, the boys are getting hot in Houston, I'm telling you. And Verlander gets tagged later in the 5th inning by Nate Lowe. Nate Lowe ends up going, hits a bomb. So he's starting to get hot, too, because he's been scuffling. Then the Astros end up taking the lead in the 6th off Montgomery again. The Rangers answer in the bottom half with an Adolis Garcia 3-run bomb to make it 4-2. And then we get some little bit of, fisticuffs. No fighting, but a little bit of, hey, I don't like what you just did. Adolis Garcia got beamed.
Boys will be boys.
Beamed. He got beamed right in the arm, right? That little 97 kiss right on the elbow. But he had that Evo shield there, so I don't know if he really felt it or forgot.
It still hurts. It still
hurts.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been hit ever. I've never been hit by anything fast like that. If it's hit me, it's got nicked me. and I gave like a little and like acted like I got hurt. It was my scream was more of like I'm scared of the 90+ mile an hour fastball coming towards me. It wasn't because it actually hit me. It might have just like nicked me.
You got to
I never
sell it,
got
man,
beaten.
because you know there's women in the crowd. You got to sell it.
Yeah.
You gotta like sell it and then look up to make sure, see if
They
they're
got to
worried.
make them worried a little bit.
Make them
Fall
worried
to the
about
ground and
you.
be like and
Yeah, that's right. They got to worry about you.
peek in the crowd to see if your crush saw it. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
she worrying about me?
He's talking to someone else probably.
Yeah, but I mean, you know me. Yeah, that's probably true. But you got have you ever been hit by a ball like that, like 90 plus? Just kiss her right flesh in the meat. Pause. But
I will say shout out to Adam Posey, my old college head coach. If he's
yeah,
ever watches this, he'll say, heck no. Brett jumps out the way of anything this far off the plate inside. But yeah, I've been hit a few times in the back and it did not feel good.
I don't blame you for getting out of the way. I think I was watching the game with my dad, and there was like a situation like they needed a runner on, and there was like a 98-mile-an-hour fastball like towards someone's
Yeah.
nipples, and the guy like jumped out of the way, and my dad's like, "Oh, you gotta take one for the team." I'm like, "Yeah, buddy."
Yeah.
Easier said than done, dude.
No, thank you. I'd rather swing the bat than.
Yeah, I'd rather I'll take a walk. That's ball 3, bro. I'll wait one more ball. I'll take first base.
Hey man, I hear you.
But Adolis ends up getting pissed, and I think, rightfully so, because when he hit that home run, I don't know if you saw it, but he like walked all the way to first base.
Oh, it took him about 30 seconds to get to first base, it seemed like. So,
and ain't nothing wrong with that too, because that was a bomb and a huge hit. So like let him eat. He wasn't like making fun of the pitcher or nothing. He was hyping himself.
And playoff baseball, man, emotions are high. I mean, like I said, emotions are high. Like guys are gonna do stuff like that. And as a pitcher, it's like, okay, he did that, and like you can hit him if you take exception to it. But just know, you getting ejected from the game is a real possibility. Because umpires aren't stupid. They gotta get a hold of that.
So. But also with this situation, I don't even know if he hit him on purpose, bro. Because the Astros are down 2-0. They're down 2 runs. They're down 2 runs.
Down 2 runs, and you're putting tying run on first base because there's already a runner on first to begin with. So, did it make sense to do it on purpose? No. It probably just.
But it looked.
It
looked on purpose though, but the situation didn't make sense at all. But how do you feel? So that all happens, and then Adolis Garcia gets in the catcher's face. I think it was Maldonado.
Yep.
Because they have history. I don't know if you know that. In the regular season, the Astros were beating the crap out of the Rangers were beating the crap out of the Astros. Adolis hits a bomb, took his time around the bases, but it was like a hype thing, and the catcher got in his face, so they have some beef. So he gets hit. The first thing he does, usually they go after the pitcher. The first thing he does is turn around and start talking to the catcher like, "Yo,
oh yeah,
let him know." But how do you feel? So the umpires got together after everything cooled down. They ended up throwing out the pitcher. And then obviously once they throw out the pitcher for the Astros, Brayu, Dusty Baker, the manager, is gonna say exactly what we said. Why are you throwing him out? He's not trying to hit him there. You guys idiots. We're down 2. Why the hell would he hit him? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So they toss Dusty too. So now you don't have the pitcher or the manager. And then they end up getting together and throw out Abreu too. I don't think, or Adolis Garcia. And I don't think that was like the right move. But I understand what they're doing. They're trying to get control of the game. But I don't think you should have thrown anybody out in that situation. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should have been ejected. I think a warning should have been issued. But also I would say Adolis getting thrown out was like the most craziest part about all that, I think.
I would agree.
I don't think he should have been, out of everybody, I don't think he should have been tossed. And like if you go back and watch, Dusty was hot. That he was getting thrown out. Like
did you see
Dusty, he got ejected and sat in the dugout for like a few more minutes before he actually left. And he was like, I don't know why he's wearing these gloves. He's like, what the heck, man? Like he was hot, and rightfully so. I mean, he had a great argument, a great case to make on why he didn't do it on purpose. So
and I agree with Dusty. Don't throw my pitcher out. And once you throw him out, you better throw me out too, because I'm not gonna stop yelling at you until you throw me out.
And then
they throw out Garcia. How do you throw out Garcia? He didn't do anything other than just get hit and then tell the catcher, like, don't hit me. Like, he didn't even throw a punch. Nothing was like that. How do you throw that guy out?
What Garcia did, guys do in like game 50 of the regular season. They get hit and they turn around. They're like, come on, whatever they say. Like, come on, man, whatever. And nothing happens. Maybe warnings. So why are we in the playoffs? Hey, you violated a baseball, so you have to leave.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the umpires dropped the ball on that one. They shouldn't
They did.
have thrown out anyone. I don't know if I'm Bruce Bochy. Now he's probably playing it smart. He's smart, but I probably would have given a little lip. I don't think I would have gotten thrown out like Dusty did. Because
Yeah.
Dusty, I would have got thrown out if you throw my pitcher out. Because that's just dumb. Because he's not trying to hit him there. I don't think, even though it
No,
looked
I don't think
intentional as hell. But Bochy, yeah, I would have gave some lip. They threw out Garcia. I'd have been like, "Why are you throwing him out?" All he did was just eat a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. So he gets hit and thrown out, buddy. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was like a bad move too, because the Astros ended up taking a lead in the top of the ninth with who else? I mean, have you seen this story before? Jose Altuve hitting a home run in the ninth inning
Yeah. I mean,
off Leclerc.
animal.
Yeah,
What an animal.
mean-
And that guy's been solid in the playoffs.
He hit that ball almost like he knew it was coming.
Come on, man. Come on.
No, that's
You're gonna
okay. I
make
wanted
me-
to
you're
bring
gonna make
this
me
up.
cry
Though.
on stream, bro. A million people are gonna watch this, and they're gonna see, oh,
Did you see though, like when he was rounding third? You know, he said, "Not this year."
Bad
He didn't do that
tattoo.
this
He's
year.
got a bad tattoo. He didn't want anybody to see it.
Yeah. No, I wanted to ask though, because bro, if you look at Altuve with just ball, like none of the other stuff, this guy's like easy first ballot Hall of Famer with all the postseason stuff he has.
No,
But
I
then
completely agree with you.
the cheating
completely
stuff
agree.
though, does that like stop him? Like, does that Altuve in your head? Because we know him as like, he's been a playoff. Like he always hits these home runs like that gives his Astros the leg up, or like a comeback home run, big moments. He's the guy. Little guy plays for big moments, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, does that cheating stuff earlier in the first few postseasons, does that kind of like, I don't know, discredit a lot of the stuff he's done? I don't know. To me, it's like 50-50.
I don't think it pains me to say, but I think when it's all said and done, Jose Altuve is going to be a Hall of Famer, and I think he should be. I think he should be.
Yeah, I think so too, bro. I mean, dude, he's just a dog. Like, he ain't no trash can banging now, and he's still doing what he was doing before. So you can't you can't hate. But
no, I agree.
So Altuve goes yah, totally just takes the air out of the Rangers. Bottom half of the inning, the Rangers try to get a rally going. They got guys on base, and Caleb Presley, man, I think he's like 14 or 16 for 6, something crazy. He hasn't blown a save in the playoffs. Now that I said that, he might blow one tomorrow, but he
Caleb
hasn't blown a
Presley's
save.
like that old car in your driveway that just keeps turning on and getting you to where you need to go.
Wait, I'm tripping. It's not Caleb Presley. It's Ryan Presley. Caleb Presley is the dude from Barstool that does the Sunday conversation.
Dude,
That's my
have you
fault.
seen his stuff though? Have you seen his stuff though?
Yeah. Well,
He's-
Ryan Presley's stuff, yeah, it's nasty.
No, I'm talking about Caleb Presley.
Yeah, it's also nasty. I haven't seen him on the bump, but I've seen his content. It's pretty good.
I've seen it. His content on YouTube's pretty good. But yes,
Yeah.
Ryan Presley.
He's funny.
It's 8 a.m., so I'm not fully awake to catch any mishaps. But yeah,
Yeah, it's my fault. I was like,
Ryan
Caleb Presley.
is like that old car that you know is going to break down at some point, but it still just gets you to where you need to go.
You think he's a hoopty?
He is a hoopty, but he gets it
I
done,
don't
man.
know.
He's a hoopty.
I think he's reliable, bro. He's like a nice
I'm telling you,
Toyota Camry, dog.
he's an old green pickup truck, and the back window is like smashed open because you got
Duct
robbed.
tape.
Yeah, you got the duct tape on the back bumper to hold it up, but it just gets the job done. That's what.
Nah, you're tripping on that because he's not no like hoopty. He's not no
hoopty.
sec. He's not something shiny. Like he's not like a McLaren.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's not.
But he's not the
the
green
shiny
pickup.
guy, but he gets it done.
He ain't no green pickup. He's like a nice, reliable family car, like a Toyota Camry. Something that is like, all right, I just graduated college. I need a nice car, not like a
minivan.
beater. Yeah,
He's
that's
a minivan.
yeah. He's like
He's a Honda
nice
Odyssey
Rav.
minivan.
Yeah, he's a what's the Toyota 4Runner? He's a nice 4Runner, I think. Better than a minivan, but not like a sports car.
I hear you.
We should get sponsored by a car dealership, and he's a Toyota Hyundai Odyssey, like whatever.
Yeah, Mercedes-Benz sponsor this episode, please.
That would be great if we get Mercedes-Benz on the pod or on the show.
Hey man,
We'll pay both our salaries. We don't have to have a real job. That's crazy. But let's look ahead to Game 6. Astros ended up winning the last game, so now they're up 3-2 in the series. You got Nate Eovaldi going against Framber Valdez in Game 6, bro. So that's the second. It's like
matchup.
It's the second time they face each other. Framber kind of crapped the bed last time and couldn't hit the ball, or he couldn't pitch the ball. Everyone was hitting it off him. I told my sister, Framber had a no-hitter in the middle of the year, and he was pitching really good. He had a no-hitter, and then as soon as he gave up the no-hitter, he started pitching a lot of hitters. Like, everyone was hitting off him, bro. After the no-hitter, everyone started raking off him, and he's kind of not been good since then. But I don't know. Who do you think has the upper hand going into Game 6? Astros are hot. They've won 2. The Rangers are looking for a win since they won 2 in Minute Maid, but they're going back to Minute Maid. So what are you thinking in this one? Rangers and 7.
I'm sticking with it. I'm thinking Rangers. I think their backs against I know their backs against the wall. They know it. They have nowhere to go but up, and they're gonna get it done. They're gonna force a Game 7. The Rangers are too talented not to put this game to Game 7.
Some would say it's a must-win game for the Rangers.
Some would say this would be a must-win game.
I think I had.
Can we pull up a definition of like must-win, like at the bottom? Like that'd be cool.
This.
Yeah, like this is a definition of must-win, and then we can like see if the Rangers are in that.
It's like a must-win game, a game you must win. Yeah, I think this fits the category. This fits the category.
Crazy definition right there.
I had Astros in 6, and tomorrow's the 6th game, so that would mean that the Astros should win it. But I'm looking at what they have going on the mound. I don't think Framber Valdez is going to get it done. He might prove me wrong and pitch the game of his life.
I do think Valdez is going to throw very well. I do think so.
You do? He's going to have a bounce back game?
I do. I think Eovaldi's going to be great, and I think that Texas bullpen is going to hold strong because they blew it last night, but they're going to hold strong in Game 6. I've got Rangers winning a close one, 4-3. Bookmark this right now. For all you watching, 4-3. Bring me Game 7.
Bet. Player of the game.
And
player of the game.
Marcus Semien. He had a bad game last night.
He's alive. He's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, he had a bad game last night. Marcus Semien's gonna hit a go-ahead home run. Go-ahead home run from the 7th inning on. Between the 7th, 8th, and 9th, Marcus Semien's gonna hit a go-ahead home run. 4-3.
Dude, I'm Venmoing you $50.
Can you shake on that?
I have Nate Eovaldi throwing great again. Nate Eovaldi's just really good in the postseason. I mean, he's 3-0 so far this postseason. I think he's going to be 4-0 after tomorrow. And Framber Valdez, you said he's going to have a bounce back game and pitch good. I don't see that, dude. I think he's going to scuffle again. He's going to get pulled in the 4th inning with like 3 earned runs on him and runners on, and then they're going to put some bullpen guys in. But
they might. I'm telling you, 4-3.
I don't know. It's going to be a good game because, like I said, I told my sister that other Astros have to get hot other than Alvarez. And
last game they did.
Yeah, dude, they've been hot since I said that. And you kind of had a feeling, right? Like, these guys are the Astros. They can't be bad forever. Nope. But I had their stats. I wanted to pull it up because I was like, I wonder what, like, they look hot. I wonder if the stats back it up. So the first 6, they look hot? Pause, my bad. Hey, bro. Hey, nah, never mind. I'm not going there. But when I said that, though, the first 6 games before I said that, Altuve was hitting 160. Bregman was hitting 217, and Kyle Tucker was hitting sub-1. He was hitting under $1. He was in 091, right? So that was the first, and I was like, yo, these guys got to get hot to help Alvarez out. He can't win it by himself. Like, he probably can win it by himself, but he needs some help, right? Yeah. Since then, Altuve hit 428 with 2 bombs, 4 RBIs. Bregman, he's only 181, but he hit a home run last night, and he's got 3 RBIs and a triple, right? And Kyle Tucker's hitting 300 now with a double. So it's like, uh-oh. If you're the Rangers, this lineup's alive, baby.
Did you speak that into fruition? Did you make that come about? Like, do you think Jose Altuve saw your podcast and was like, or your YouTube and was like, bro, I need to get together because Anthony Spatia told me to get it together?
Dude, honestly, what happened was after that pod, I actually sent him a clip, and I was like, yo, y'all boys got to get it going. And he responded.
Were they just like, all right, bad, or?
Yeah, he was like, I got you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I have you in 6, bro. Y'all got to win 4 in a row. You got to start hitting. He's like, watch Game 5, bro. I'm going to go yard for you. So that was actually for me, bro. That was crazy.
I think I saw him point at the camera. Was he pointing at you or?
Yeah, rounding second. You went like that?
Yeah.
That was to me.
Crazy.
Yeah, he said, did you hear in the post game he shouted out our show?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either. He told me he did it, though. I didn't see it.
I have to go back and try to find the clip on that.
You got these three dudes, though, that are hitting, and now they just joined Yordan Alvarez, who's literally a cheat code in October. The guy's hitting 417 in 9 games, I think. Yeah, nah, I'm tripping. Yeah, nine games, 417. He's got 15 hits and 36 at-bats. He's putting up Brett Lindsey Czech Republic numbers right now with 6 bombs and 13 RBIs, dude. Like,
would you compare Yordan Alvarez to Bowser in Mario Baseball?
yeah, I actually thought about that the other day, dude. I was like, dude, you don't pitch to him because every ball, like he's hitting a home run a game, and that's what Bowser does in Mario Baseball in the GameCube version. For y'all who don't know what we're talking about, but yeah, he's definitely Bowser. He's the guy you walk.
GameCube.
Who would Altuve be? Little guy.
He's Toad, bro. Toad with the juice. Because Toad's got some pop.
Toad roided up. Toad could run into one, but I think Altuve's got more pop than Toad. He's a Toad with juice.
Yeah.
I want to Photoshop a picture of Altuve in like the Toad head.
We need like a media guy to like bring together what we're saying, like a picture of Yordan and Bowser.
That's me, bro. We don't have the budget until Mercedes-Benz sponsors us. We don't have the budget. I'm the media guy. I gotta figure out.
Shout out to Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, please, bro. Or Pop-Tarts. I'd love to get sponsored by Pop-Tarts, bro. But just rounding up this one. So you got Rangers winning tomorrow. I'll go. I think the Rangers are going to win tomorrow. I think Evaldi's going to pitch good. And just to round this off, Adolis Garcia has had an RBI in the last 4 games. He's an RBI machine. So we'll see if he comes back with a little bit of anger. Just got hit.
He'll be ready.
Yeah, he'll be ready. Anything else you want to talk about Astros and Rangers before we hop over to?
I think we covered it all, man.
I think right before in the 5th inning of the game, they should have Adolis Garcia and Martin Maldonado hockey fight in the middle, like on the mound.
I agree.
Rough it out, and then whoever wins can't play. And then,
grab each other's
whoever loses can't play.
Like each grab their jerseys with their left hand, and then just straight right hooks.
Actually, just make like a little mini ice ring, and just have them put on skates and then do it.
That would be fire. That would
be halftime show. But let's hop over Diamondbacks and Phillies. My sister had the Diamondbacks in 5. That can't happen, but the Diamondbacks can still win. I had Philly in 5, and you had Philly in 5. So great minds think alike there. That also can't happen anymore. The Phillies blew it last night. And actually, the Diamondbacks are low-key. Are they the comeback kids? Because they've won the last 2 games in like comeback fashion, so to say. I mean, game 3, the Diamondbacks won 2-1. Brendan Pfaadt. I didn't know how to say his name, but I learned it because he pitched great. I thought it was Fat, but it's Pfaadt apparently. Pitched against Ranger Suarez. Dude, what are we thinking here? Pfaadt was taken out of the game, bro. This pisses me off. Torey Lovello, the coach for the Diamondbacks, I get what he's doing, listening to the analytics. He's like, oh, he's only supposed to face 18. Buddy, the guy wasn't Brendan Pfaadt. Brendan Pfaadt's supposed to face 18 batters. He wasn't Brendan Pfaadt last night or the night before. He was Nolan Ryan. He was like, dude, he's Madison Bumgarner. You don't take Madison Bumgarner out.
Yeah, I agree. I think Brendan Pfaadt was like, he was kind of in the stands watching what his body was doing. It was kind of like an out-of-body experience. Like, it's kind of like pinch hitting the guy. You got a lefty on lefty and pinch hitting, even though the lefty's hot, but pinch hitting to get the righty on lefty matchup. Just don't take the kid.
It's like pinch hitting Yordan Alvarez, lefty on lefty.
Yeah, exactly.
To get a righty in there. It's like, dude, that's so dumb. And that's exactly what this. Dude, Brendan Pfaadt, these are some of the numbers I saw, and I couldn't believe it. Brendan Pfaadt threw into the 6th inning. He threw 5 2/3. He struck out 9 and only gave up 2 hits. And just to put that into perspective, he faced 19 batters, and he got 17 of them out. And then of those 17, he struck out 9 of them. Only 8 batters got out by putting the ball in play.
And he struck out. And they took him out because they didn't want him to see Schwarber again. And he had Kate Schwarber up every time he faced him.
Dude, and like if it's just for one dude, bro, then walk the dude. Pitch around him. That's a positive. You don't have pitch around him.
Well, they brought the lefty in, and the lefty even walked him.
I know. Brendan Pfaadt could have done that.
What are we doing?
Pfaadt could have done that, bro. Hey, this guy right here. See, if you really want to, if you're gonna give him the Barry Bonds treatment, bro, give him this. Put him on first.
I agree.
Whatever. That pissed me off. Me and my sister complaining about it. Let these guys eat. Let them eat, bro. Especially if they're throwing like Cy Young out there. Let them eat, bro. I don't care if it's me or you on the
Because
mound.
deep down, the Phillies were like, bro, thank God this guy's not pitching anymore. I'm so happy they took him out. Like, we got a chance now. Let's get into that
Yeah.
bullpen. Because when you're pitching or when you're hitting, you just want to get into the bullpen. They didn't
Dude, my
earn to get into
sister
the
and
bullpen.
I,
They did nothing to get into the bullpen.
my sister and I talked about that too. It's like, dude, when you have a pitcher on the mound that's just dialing it in and you can't hit him, and then you see the man, like he didn't even give up a hit. The managers went out there and took him out.
Yeah.
And then you see the pitcher start walking off the mound, you're like, fine, we have a chance. You're like, we finally have a chance because I wasn't hitting this guy tonight. It's so dumb, dude. And Pedro Martinez on the analyst, like the panel for TBS after the game, he was saying, like, as my manager was coming out, I would have been yelling at him no. And then when he got to the mound, we would have had a discussion about how I'm not leaving. He's like, you would have had to like take the ball out of my hands because Pedro Martinez would not have left that game. Struck out 9 in 5 2/3, bro.
We know Pedro wouldn't have left.
Bro, that's crazy. Yeah, you ain't taking him out, bro, because he's Pedro. Like, dude, some dudes they just have something about them where when the lights are bright, they turn into like a god. They go god mode. That was Madison Bumgarner. This guy was having a Bumgarner moment where he's just no one can hit him, and you took him out of the game. What do you like? They ended up winning, but still, man, that's just a bonehead move.
I mean, if they ended up winning, that's all that matters. But I think if the kid was hot, let him ride, man.
Yeah. Ranger Suarez threw a good game too. He threw into the 6th, got one out into the 6th, 7 Ks, didn't give up a run. The Phillies ended up scoring on a wild pitch, which is like, what are we doing? It's the major leagues. How do you miss your mark that bad?
I've never understood that. Area code wasn't close.
That's what I'm saying. And then the Diamondbacks ended up tying it on a ground ball down the line. Good. Okay, bonehead move to take out Brendan Pfaadt. Smart. What's the opposite of a bonehead? Good head move. I don't know. Smart. Big brain move. Big brain move by the manager, Torey Lovello, to pinch hit Alek Thomas, some guy with wheels for Tommy Pham, because ground ball down the line, Alek Thomas just sprinted all the way home, ended up tying the game. And then, I mean, D-backs had runners on the corner at one point. Big double play by Trey Turner. I don't know if you saw that, but
I did.
They didn't end up scoring.
In.
Yeah. That was a good shortstop to shortstop, dude. I mean, I'm not a short. I'm saying you to Trey Turner. I have like 2 games career-wise at short. So, you to Trey Turner, that was a good play. You could recognize real. That was a good play. I don't know how you have time to check the guy, then throw it to second and turn it over play. But he did it. So, I guess the ball's hit hard now.
Yeah, the ball must have been hit pretty hard. But, yeah, the announcer had said once Trey Turner kind of committed to flipping it to second, the runner from third should have gone.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I agree, like, because you're kind of, I don't know, at that point, what do you have to lose? But
I don't know. I think the runner was like low key. That would have been crazy if it was a triple play though at the plate. But I think the runner low key once Trey Turner checks him, he probably just goes back to third, not thinking. He's probably thinking Turner's just gonna throw it first. He didn't think he's gonna turn 2. But and then it's hard to get your momentum. So he probably should have just. I think the announcer said it too. Like instead of just retreating back to third, kind of like just stay off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think Alec Bohm, the third baseman, was like hovering right by the bag. So he kind of, I don't know. It's a tough read. That's a tough read.
It is. No, it is tough. It is tough.
And it's even tougher. They got a double play, but doesn't matter. Ketel Marte calls game. Marte has had a hit in every single game in the playoffs.
Ever.
He ended up walking it off in game 3.
Never been hitless in the postseason.
No. Never. This year. I don't even know if he's played in other years, but he's got a hit in every game this year.
I'm saying. Never. He's never played a postseason game. Haven't got a hit.
Yeah, sleepy. Wouldn't even know that. But so Diamondbacks win that game. End up going 2-1. They're still in the desert, so the crowd's going crazy. Game 4 was a bullpen game, I guess. There was just all bullpen guys for both teams. Phillies scored 4 innings in a row at some point, and it's like, okay, it's going to be 3-1 in the series. The Phillies are going to win this game. In game 4, the one last night, right? And I think last night was probably the best night for baseball, dude.
And I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I turned the game off. I was looking at it. I was keeping up with it. After the Phillies scored I got it right here. After the Phillies, because I was looking at it when the Phillies scored the 2 spot in the 6th.
It was like 4-0 at that point.
I don't know if you were watching it. The third baseman kind of gave the catcher an in-between hop, ball bounce away.
Yeah, that play.
Trey Turner comes around and scores. I was like, this game's over.
Yeah.
I was eating dinner with my parents downstairs. I said, this game's over. I go shower, and I get in bed. And then I wake up this morning, and Diamondbacks come back and win. Yeah. So I didn't even see the ending of the game.
It was awesome.
How stupid am I?
Let me see if I can describe it for you. So, like you said, that happened. The Diamondbacks, I didn't even talk about it in here. They just got hits, bro. Alek, so Diamondbacks end up rallying, right? They're down 5-3 in the eighth, I believe. It was
Yep.
the eighth inning, down 5-3. They got a runner on. They end up big brain move by Torey Lovello. So I hate the bonehead move to take out Brandon Pfaadt, but he's bad with pitchers, good with offense, bro. Because he pinch hit Alek Thomas for this game. He ended up going yah and tied the game in the eighth. And then they ended up rallying, keep hitting, and they ended up taking a lead and win the game 6-5. So I don't know.
I'll have to go back and watch the highlights. It's crazy. I turned it off. I mean, a 1 spot in the 7th and a 3 spot in the 8th. The Diamondbacks are hot, man.
I thought they were cold, bro. I think Philly is like, okay, maybe the Diamondbacks are that team, but they just ran into like that Philly crowd, like, you know, that environment. And
Philly is
flat.
crazy.
Yeah.
Philly and Philly is crazy. Like, I know, like, people talk about it on social media or whatever, but like, the Philly fans are unreal.
The snakes in the desert, though, they gonna bite you.
Hey, I saw a sign. There was a sign at the game.
Yeah.
In Arizona, and it said cheesesteak sauce.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Some guy holding it up. It said cheesesteak.
Yeah.
That's big. That's Diamondback energy right there, bro. They don't care about your crowd in Philly. Those Arizona, they don't care about your crowd in Philly. They got one in Arizona, and they're loud too. They're going loud, especially when they keep coming back and winning these games. So game 5 tomorrow. And I think last night, I don't know if tomorrow night, there's only one game, but I don't know if it can outdo last night. Last night was the best night in postseason so far in terms of like comeback wins and stuff. Wish the Rangers would have won, but I mean, Altuve is just that dog. But looking ahead to tonight's game, right? You got Phillies and Diamondbacks, series tied 2-2. You got the rematch of the Zacks, Zach Wheeler and Zach Gallen. One with a K, one with a C. I don't know who you're taking here. Do you see the stats I sent? But they're both nasty. Zach Wheeler's ERA in the postseason's almost 5. That's because he got touched up last game, though. So before that, they're 2 aces. This is the ace game, baby.
I really want to say that Philly's going to win because I do think Philly's the better team, but the home team has won every game so far, and it's getting played in a desert. Give me Arizona in a tight one.
Yeah.
Give me Arizona.
You think
I'm riding? I'm telling you, I'm riding the prediction. The Phillies prediction. I think this one's tough, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good on the Diamondbacks.
Do you think? I'm trying to think about how the series is going to play out because now they got one more. It's pretty much best 2 out of 3 from this point on. And you got one more in the desert, and you got 2 more at Philly after this. So are you thinking, like, if the Diamondbacks don't win this game, they're going to have to go to Philadelphia and win 2 in a row there?
If the Diamondbacks lose, it's over.
Yeah, they got to win this
one. They're not winning 2 in Philly.
I hate saying
they're not winning 2 in Philly.
It's a lot.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
The Diamondbacks, when they played in Philly earlier this week, and the Diamondbacks that played in Arizona are 2 totally different teams.
Yeah, especially game 2 in Philly. That was such a beatdown.
Especially game 2. They can't.
I think
maybe they can win. If they win tonight, maybe they win 1, but they're not winning 2.
They're going to need a big game from Zach Gallen because when you think about the games in Philly, what was different about those games?
Starting pitchers got shelled. They couldn't go the distance.
That and Philly's starting pitching was Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola who pitched game 1, game 2. So Zach Gallen has to be a dog and pitch really. He has to pitch better than Wheeler tonight because Wheeler and Nola carved up game 1, game 2 against the Diamondbacks. Mm-hmm. They couldn't him, and then they go to the desert and face Ranger Suarez. They get to him, whatever. They didn't even get to Suarez that much. They didn't even score a run off him. They just got the bullpen. So,
this Diamondbacks team, I'm telling you, they're hot. Like, I want to see them win, but I had the Phillies in 5. Obviously, that's not going to happen anymore. But I like the Diamondbacks. They're kind of like the kids that kind of came out of nowhere. They're just hot at the right time. They remind me of the Nationals when they went on their pennant run.
Longoria's on that team. So
yeah, they got some old heads of dudes who are just putting it together and playing. I mean, I'm getting national vibes. Watching the national vibes from these Arizona Diamondbacks, man. They're hot. They're easy to root for. I want to see them win. But most importantly, for me, I just don't want to see the Houston Astros win the World Series. So whatever team can beat the Houston Astros in a potential World Series matchup, that's what I want to win. And I'm pulling for the Diamondbacks, man.
I got Phillies. Zach Wheeler's gonna win. He's gonna pitch them. The Phillies are gonna win. Then they're gonna go back. Aaron Nola's gonna carve it up. It's gonna be game 1, game 2 all over again, especially in Philly. Then they're gonna get Phillies, Astros in a World Series, and I'll save that pick for later. That's gonna be a good rematch.
So you've got Phillies in 6. Phillies gonna win the next 2 games.
Yeah, I do. Just because of the starting pitching. I think the starting pitching, unless they're bullpen, the only way the Diamondbacks win is because the bullpen blows it. But
Dude, Ketel Marte is gonna watch this and be like, "Y'all have no idea what I'm about to do," and he's about to go crazy.
that'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. I mean, that rounds up everything. You got any other topics from what you've watched that you want to talk about? Because if
Nah,
not,
man, you
we're
covered
straight.
everything. You made this easy for me.
Really quick thing, bro. Did you see Abreu tagging out Marcus Semien on the batting glove?
Yes, unreal. It, like, literally just grazed his finger.
Should that be a thing?
See, for me, when I run bases, I put my batting gloves in my back pocket because it makes me
Same.
feel like I'm not like it sounds bad, but like I'm not like a diva. It's like, oh, I can't hold my stuff. Let me give it to the first base coach. Like I got
That's
it. I'll put it.
legit.
I got pockets for a reason.
Yeah.
I'll hold them. But after seeing something like that, that is crazy. Like I've never seen that before. Maybe Semien and base runners should start giving their gloves to the first base coach.
I told my coworkers if I was playing ball after seeing that, I'm wearing like skin tight jerseys. I'm wearing like a bodysuit, like what you see scuba divers wear. I'm like
Literally,
tight,
literally just paint your jersey on.
yeah,
It's
do
like
body
you just
paint.
get someone to just paint it. Like you really don't
Do
have any
body
clothes
paint.
on. You're just painting your jersey on.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I get it because like if you tagged his jersey and like one of these is he's out and the batting glove, I guess he tags the bat, but.
I just want to know, like when they reviewed that and they called up to New York, God, you're just like, yeah, man, you're not gonna believe this. He actually touched his batting glove in his back pocket.
Yeah.
You have to call him out. Like,
Yeah. Well, I know there's a
the
rule
guy
with
was just like, okay.
there's
Like,
a rule with
what?
like the glove lace.
Yeah.
You can't tag him with the glove lace, right? That's a rule.
Yeah.
But like the batting gloves, like maybe you should change that. I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's it, man. That's all I have to talk about. Good game tonight. We're gonna watch Phillies, and actually, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm wearing this stuff because
Yeah, tell me about you, man. You going down to Tallahassee or what?
going to Tallahassee. So, oh shoot, did you lose me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just can't see you.
You're good. Yeah, I'm going to Tallahassee. But
Is it a bad day to be a cold beer?
yeah, it's a bad day to be a Duke Blue Devil. I'll tell you that.
Oh, it's not even gonna be close.
Yeah. All right, bro. Well, I gotta get going because I got people calling me because we're about to leave Tallahassee right now. So appreciate you hopping on in the
Yeah, man.
Yep.
See you, bud.
All
right, see you, cuz.
Tell me what you're drinking, we can go pour one. Tell me what you're thinking, we can have some more fun. I know that you said you don't think of me, but what you're doing now is telling differently. Tell me what you're drinking, we can go pour one. Tell me what you're thinking, we can have some more fun. I know that you said you don't think of me, but what you're doing now is telling differently.